I'm Bob Hallmark in Big Sandy today. I'm covering a fire, but an unusual fire that we don't see very often. This was a fire at Vital Earth over here off Highway 80. It wasn't trees and it wasn't structures, it was mulch, a mountain of mulch. Now, to talk a little bit about how you approach things like this, we're joined now with Big Sandy firefighter Samuel Van Fort. And now, I guess let's talk a little bit about what do you do on situations like this? This is not your conventional fire, is it?
Sure. Well, when we get a call from citizens, we'll arrive on scene with our apparatus, our equipment that we have, and our first step is to assess the situation. We want to look at what's going on, what materials there are that are burning, and how we can best remedy the situation. Our top priority is the safety of citizens and protecting equipment and structures. We want to prevent as much loss as we can, so that goes into our initial assessment. And then from there, it's figuring out what we need, what assets we need to remedy the situation.
Right, and the assets that they needed was for a different kind of situation. This was mulch that was on fire, and a lot of people don't know this is probably what caused it. Immense heat is generated deep inside mulch, decomposing material, right?
Yes. What a lot of folks may not understand is that naturally, as natural fibers break down and decompose, that generates a lot of heat. The three things we need for fire are fuel, oxygen, and heat. So our fuel being the mulch and our oxygen being in the air around us, the last thing we need is heat, which was generated by the natural decomposition of those materials.
Okay. Is there a particular challenge to fighting a mountain of mulch? In other words, if the heat is so deep inside, how do you approach something like this?
We need some way to dissipate the heat. So in this case, that's going to take a lot of water. We called surrounding departments, our neighboring mutual aid departments, as we call them, through dispatch, and they were able to start a water shuttle from right here in town, bringing water from the hydrants here, putting them in their tankers, bring them out, and we use a dump tank where we can empty those apparatus of their water and start shuttling them back and forth in just a circuit to bring more water out. And then we'll try and get that water as deep into the pile as we can.
Now we're going to show you some pictures here. Fortunately, we have some video of this, and this is exactly what Samuel's talking about. With the immense amount of mulch that was out there, did you guys look at this and go, man, we're going to be here for a while? I mean, because it's like you have to throw an ocean or a lake of water on the thing, right?
Well, it can definitely seem like a lot, and what a lot of people may not understand is that we're fully volunteer staff. There isn't a paid fireman in the city of Big Sandy, and most of our surrounding departments are fully volunteer. So these ladies and gentlemen are called from their homes when the radio tones out. They have to leave their families, leave their job, leave whatever they were doing, and they may be out for several hours, which they were in this case.
Okay. Again, the unusual nature of this made it a bit of a challenge because you have to approach this differently from a structure fire or a woodland fire because it's all self-contained, isn't it?
There are definitely challenges with an instance like this, which again, upon arrival, just assessing the situation and making the best judgment call you can with all the information you have right now. That's where you start.
Okay. My understanding is that the fire was contained to the area that was burning, I guess, and it did smolder for some time, but fortunately we know that it is out now.
Yeah, our crews went straight to work on getting that fire put out, trying to retain it within its boundaries of what was already burning, not let it spread beyond that, protecting structures, protecting personnel, protecting vehicles, and we're able to retain that into the burned area and prevent it from spreading much further onto neighboring equipment as well as neighboring properties.
Oh, I'd forgotten to ask that question, of course. So altogether, you know, because of the safety, would you categorize a fire like this as an offensive or a defensive type fire?
Well, every fire starts out defensive. You got to get ahead of it. And then from there, we look at what we can do to actually stop it in its tracks.
Okay. But fortunately for everybody involved, there's no injuries and the fire is out. So
that's where we are right now.
All right. I appreciate it, Samuel.
Yes, sir.
All right. And we'll have much more on this story tonight on KLTV 7 News for KLTV Web Extra. I'm Bob Hallmark.